Big.
All right.
All right, recording in progress. I'll do my little intro. What's going on, world? It's your man Saint Uno back again for another one. And today we got
Jackie New. She the
a
truth.
for
What
sure.
it do?
Hey, got bars. When your mixtape dropping?
Hey, we gonna see about it whenever you let me get one of them 5 beats.
Okay, I don't even make beats. People be thinking I make beats. I think I have like the. I think I look like I make beats, but I just be on YouTube stealing them bitches.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I did though, but it is what it is. But yeah. So this video, full moon and Libra. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the general. But we're just gonna be talking shit about whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I thought it was important for the full moon and Libra to do like a video with another individual. You know what I'm saying? Because Libra is all about balance and
Really,
relationship.
really.
Yeah, and then a lot of times people think like, oh, if I don't have like a significant other, I can't be. But it's not always just like
It's just the relatability of it, yeah.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. It's really just about participating in this energy. You know what I'm saying? And then doing kind of like a little each one teach one, and we just kind of bounce off each other and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Negative.
for the most part, how you living? Are you because that's always the big question during the full moon. Are you fulfilled in terms
I
of your
think I'm
relationship?
somewhat fulfilled. I got to tell
Okay.
y'all about the dream I had this morning. It was real epic and it was real clear, and I don't dream that much. So
Mm,
I had a dream. What? Okay, I was helping fruits and a squash bloom. Not the not fruits, but the a flower. The first flower was a blue lotus, and I watched it bloom. I think I might have assisted it. The second one was three of them. The second one, I it did it on its own, but I don't remember what flower or vegetable that was. But the third one was yellow squash, and I peeled the whatever off of it, the worm or whatever. And when I opened it up, it was shaped like a body. So I looked it up, and you can't look up stuff on Google and take it for you know, for face value like that. You got to use your instincts and whatever to know how to look at it. So basically, the squash was the one, and the blue lotus. I'm, but well, we're not gonna bring it up, but the squash was significant because of the way it looked. When I looked it up, it said a squash can sometimes signify like boring experiences and whatever. But me
mhm.
using my intuition, I'm knowing that squash, the look of it was extraordinary. So that I, you know, use my own mind to interpret it. Well, anyway, the dream was quite gnarly. It was crazy.
Gnarly, dude. No, that's crazy. And then three, like,
There's always three.
yeah, no, that's I think that's super fire. I forgot my dream. It sounds bad, but I feel like my dreams usually be like not nightmares, but they don't usually be like I have a lot more quote unquote bad dreams than I do good dreams. And I'd be like, I don't be trying to make it too bad, like, oh, are you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Make no spookism out of it, but it'd be
Yeah.
like,
Because
uh,
if you really think about the dream, though, because you might have a dream that in the 3D seems bad, but if you can rewind and remember, like the space you was in during that bad dream, it might want the emotion, however you felt about it. You already know that it's kind of like the energy of the dream. Because I've had negative dreams that seem negative from the 3D. I
right,
am kind of a Google scholar, and I look up stuff. Even though I know that you can't take it as is like that, but I'm
yeah,
kind of intuitive, so I can use what I get from that and decipher what it was that dream kind of meant for me in that moment. But
nah,
yeah,
sure. And that's kind of on some Libra shit. It's like balance. You don't want to demonize anything and just make like never use Google. You know what I'm saying? Like you smart enough to know, okay, I'm gonna use my at the end of the day, I'm gonna use my own intuition and stuff, but it don't necessarily hurt to get another perspective, you know what I'm saying, on some
right.
balance shit. So nah, it ain't never like a always this is always good or this is always bad. It's always about, you know what I'm saying, harmony and all that kind
Hmm.
of good kind of Libra
And that's
stuff.
another thing. The blue lotus was beautiful. So Libra tends to be beautiful or whatnot. And like I said, I don't dream that much. And for that dream to come, I think that's like a symbol for me to feel like I kind of I'm doing pretty good for my little full moon harvest or whatever.
Planting good seed. Nah, for sure. I'm a second that. I think we are you know what I'm saying, in the right space. And like I said, this whole interaction, because I need to start doing more collaborations on some shit. That's a good way just to on some demonic, I'm trying to grow my channel type shit. So it's good to like cross network, but then also too, just being more related. Like it just helps to have different perspectives, you know what I'm saying? And like
And to
good,
connect worlds too. Yeah.
yeah, good
To
things come from
connect
when people
atmosphere.
collaborate, you know what I'm saying? It's like you never it's a new creation. It's a sex energy. It's a creating something new off of joining, you know what I'm saying, masculine and feminine type shit. So speaking of the masculine, I got like a couple of topics we can just kind of hit on. One of them I was going to talk about was like this dynamic of men and women, masculine, because that's kind of a big thing, you know what I'm saying? Like gender wars and all this kind of stuff. And I
Mhm.
be peeping. I seen one time, because you know we both be watching Dolo and shit. So I seen on one and if pardon me if I feel like I'm calling you out or some shit, but
I don't mind.
you
I don't
good?
mind. I'm an
Okay.
open book. That's me.
Okay, yeah. It was one live stream. I remember you called in and you were talking about like how you can maybe be too much in a masculine energy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You being a Gemini and shit like
Yeah.
that. And the reason why I resonated with it because on the inverse, I feel like I can be in this like I could low key be too much in my feminine energy, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of Cancer placements. I got a lot of
Miracle, I'm in it. Sorry. Go ahead.
are you
Go ahead,
good?
Miracle. I'm busy, baby.
That's the children popping on the live stream.
They're having an Easter hunt.
Okay.
Can I go over there?
Where that? No, you can't. You won't know them. Go ahead. Now, it's important. Go ahead. Don't go over there with the people though. I'm watching y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now you good. They going on an Easter egg hunt?
Well, I don't know who these people are, so no, they ain't going on no Easter. You know them
Oh
people.
no. Okay, yeah, you gotta watch out.
But anyway.
But nah, yeah. I felt that because I feel like I'll be kind of in the same in the sense where it's like I said, I got like a lot of feminine plant. Like I looked at my natal chart, it's like I got like 8 feminine placements. You know, what I'm saying a lot of Cancer and shit like that. So, but I don't think that's necessarily always like it can be a bad thing. Like you can be too quote unquote masculine as a female or too feminine beta male as a male. But I think it's important to distinguish between like just the energies themselves and then like you being in the negative aspect of it, because not everybody's going to be the same, like based on your
Mm-hmm.
like you saying you being Gemini, me being having a lot of Cancer energy. By default, they don't necessarily make those things bad. It's like a how you do it type thing. So
Right. The
I,
alchemy of it.
yeah, it's like so I that's just kind of the way I like to transmute it, because you don't want to never look at it from like a death sentence. It's like, oh, because you could depending on how you born, you may be quote unquote more masculine, quote unquote more feminine, but there's always other people out there like that on the same opposite end, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, if I can't get a man or I can't get a woman because I'm this, that, and the third. It's like, no, you just
Right.
find that balance, because there's the same way you may
Because
be.
I'm sure there's a lot of people with, like you said, maybe a man with a lot of feminine planets, and a woman with a lot of feminine planets, yet she's gay or whatever. So, like you said, that don't necessarily mean that, you know what I mean. Not from our perspective, that don't mean nothing because we're in the 3D. We don't, But go ahead.
Yeah, nah, it don't. And it's just like and it's crazy too, because even before I got into astrology, I kind of even always noticed how I would quote unquote attract more like
Masculine women.
masculine women, you know what I'm saying? But then I got into astrology. I was like, oh, okay, this is actual, but it's not necessarily a bad thing though. I think it's just about necessarily like understanding your energy and knowing like what you compliment, you know what I'm saying? But then also knowing not to like take that too far. Like with that being said, I might be a type of individual who may get into my feelings too much or something. So it's now that I'm aware of it, I can stop it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just
Yeah.
about awareness.
And it's good that you are aware of it, because if you like me, for instance, I never really paid attention to my planets to look at it, but me just knowing my energies and who I am, certain things that the next female or person would consider, you should do this is feminine, that shit would be awkward as hell for me and wouldn't even look right. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Yeah.
and then the way I express my sexuality and femininity, even if it, coming from however my energy set it up, it still would be sexual and appealing because it's my natural shit.
Right. You always gotta work. You can't never try to be somebody else. Everybody else is taken. You gotta be yourself type shit. Like, so yeah, nah. It's just about being aware of that and not getting too again having that balance, you know what I'm saying? On some Libra shit. So yeah, if there's other people who are watching who may struggle with those issues, they can kind of be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's not a death sentence. You don't never gotta be, oh, I gotta be this type of
No,
man.
they just make you who you are. I like
Exactly.
my masculine energy. Now, I struggle with it somewhat, only because it's a, it's so subconscious and so subtle that I may express something, and then after the fact I'm like, nah, that was too hard of you. You didn't have to go that hard. But I like my masculine energy because that's like my expression. I mean, and then too, I'm like I don't know the technical words for it, but the way my chart is set up, my sun is below the horizon already. So my externalization with my masculine energy is like really needed. For
Right.
instance, I wouldn't be doing this interview with you or this podcast with you at this moment if I didn't have that masculine energy. I don't even see it.
No, for sure. No, that's I actually completely 100% agree with that. So yeah, you're right. Because there's been, without going too much into my life, I've noticed that like the feminine is like concealing by nature. So it might be like, oh, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to, but it's like, nah, sometimes you just gotta pop out. You know what I'm saying? So you may be inspiring other women who may be, you know what I'm saying, too much into that. But okay, it's not the end of the world. I can goddamn show my face
All
and speak
right, be
kind of
yourself.
shit. Yeah, exactly. And it's not that big a
And
deal.
long as you do your shadow work and pay attention to yourself as much as you can from moment to moment and be in the moment or in the presence, you know what I'm saying? That off imbalance, what you think may be imbalanced energy, you'll be able to calibrate that once you, like you say, once you're aware of it. You can use it as a bitch, like Uriel say, and set it up in a way to where it's becoming to what your character is. That's a part of who you are. That's the point. It's therefore, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be like that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everybody's the way they are for a reason type shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. Okay, and then also just get more into the actual full moon in Libra itself. One thing that I thought was kind of so I'd be picking up little, like we all do, you know what I'm saying, little synchronicities from my life and shit. So I was I was lighting some candles earlier, and then like, and I had heard this cliche saying before, but like it made like all the more difference during this transit, where it's like, you know what I'm saying, it sounds something simple. It's like, oh, I was lighting this candle, and then like, you like use a candle to light another candle type shit, and like the fire, it like spreads, you know what I'm saying? And then like just thinking about that fire in terms of Aries season, Aries kind of all like individual and like me, like it's real important to like express your individuality during this time. But at the same time, it's like it kind of showed me how like when you share your individuality with others, it don't necessarily take away from your individuality. The same way a flame doesn't go out when you like spread it with another flame. You just ignite another flame. And then, you know what I'm saying? So that fire energy, you don't want to get flunked out in Aries and be like, okay, it's all about me season. The full moon in Libra kind of teaches us, no, like, yeah, be yourself, do you, but you got to be that with other
Yeah,
individuals.
be that example.
Too.
Yeah, show them how beautiful it is to be yourself. Like
exactly,
that
because
type shit.
you got to participate. A lot of people, especially now with the internet age, they might be cool with being themselves and like making their content and shit like that. But when it comes to time, like interact with the real world, they might hide aspects of themselves or not want to collaborate with people. Where it's like, no, like you got to be yourself out in the world too. Like, it can't just be some be alone shit.
Hold on one more time. What, baby? What's pretty? Go ahead and play. You want this? She over there. I don't know, Empress. She over there. Go find her. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. This is why I don't like do. That's why I don't do lives.
Yeah, no, you good.
That's
It's
another
not
reason
live.
why my videos be edited as hell. You know, I edit the hell out of my videos.
Nah, we gonna leave them in. They have a reason for being in the video, whether we know it or not, type shit. So
Yeah.
we can keep this shit all raw and unfiltered. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like you were saying about expressing your individuality around others, that sound like that's about the point of you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on, Jet. I'm sorry. Oh no. Wait,
No,
one
you
moment.
good. Quick commercial break, everybody. This is actually, we're gonna make it a teachable moment. This is like, I've even noticed this in my real life. Like, there are challenges when you like do shit with, like, it's easy to do shit alone. You know what I'm saying? It's like easy to be in like a controlled environment. But once you introduce other individuals or other energies, by default, shit become more chaotic. And then you don't ever want to be in a demonic space where it's like, oh, see, I knew I shouldn't have
That's the last
interacted with
one.
that other person. Or so, nah, you good. We transmuting it. You know what I'm saying? I was basically breaking down how it's like, because this happens even beyond this live stream. Like I just noticed this in life. Like whenever I collaborate with other individuals or something like that, it's like harder to do. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be like, that's kind of like the price you pay for, like it's easy to just do shit on your own, you know what I'm saying? But like
Mm-hmm.
when you do shit with other people, yeah, shit may pop off, but in the end result always be like a lot better and worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you put that energy work in so that next time the favor could be on your side because you know what I mean. You created that space.
right.
What, man?
I'm pretty first back. We're not even doing Easter. It's always a bad day.
Listen, we're gonna go to your cousin's gender reveal after this, okay? So go ahead. And we're gonna have Easter not even here yet. We're gonna go to Easter. Oh my goodness, I beg my children.
Yeah.
Please allow me 30 minutes. You wanna speak? Huh? Tell them hey so you can go play. You on YouTube.
What's going on?
Good.
All right now, you see, I'm kind of busy, baby. Go ahead. No, this is not the time for that. I'll let you talk to him later.
She wants an angel.
She want to know what an angel is. We're gonna we're gonna talk this is live. She been want to ask Uriel that question, and I don't want to ask her yet.
Yeah,
I got to. Anyway, she wants to know about what God is, and well, that's another topic. We're not gonna talk about that.
I mean,
right
we can.
so
If
we
you
can
don't
go.
want to
I can
go
go
into
deep off of that.
hey, go into this shit. I said
She wants
they
to know
interviewed her
about.
for a reason.
She want to know about God, and you know, my family members they go to church, and they tell her Jesus is the way, He's the light, and she even be on TikTok and YouTube scrolling, and in her algorithm is press 1 if you love Jesus, press 2 if you love the devil. So now when I try to explain to her that Jesus is not God is not something, so she takes that and says God ain't real, which it's you know what I mean.
It's
But
hard
I
to
don't see
explain.
her saying that because of the context that people are gonna take from it. So I'm trying to figure out. Well, I ain't trying to figure that out. I know she'll get it eventually. But she's one of those that want to know certain things.
Nah, I mean, shit. I highly doubt when I was a kid that I would be able to comprehend the spiritual shit that like. It's kind of you got to give religion their props. It's like it is kind of more understandable for kids and shit. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's
Only
like
because of the indoctrination, I think it's more understandable. If we had never had that indoctrination box,
right.
it probably would go without even much being explained. It probably would be already understood. But now that we got to untangle that, and I'm quite sure her little spirit has incarnated and reincarnated within the same system. I can tell she has for that one. And it's like that's the untangling of the knot in itself. So that's where my other daughter, she, you know, and my son, he already he doesn't look at it like that. But I know she's been reincarnated in this system a lot of times. But anyway.
Nah. That's deep. You need to speak on that. Because I don't got kids, but I'm sure a lot of people who are dealing with that same kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And then like you said, your family is into it too. So it's like that kind of makes it, you know what I'm saying, more of a but just the fact that she got, you know what I'm saying, you as a parent, whether they're able to comprehend it right now, just being exposed to that energy in and of itself is it's gonna do
right, because I live out loud. And so the family members who tell them that I correct her in front of them. No, that's not what God is.
That's what
God is not something.
That's what we was talking about. You being an individual, but not hiding it, not being ashamed of it, like out in the world. So, because that was actually gonna be my next question. I'm like, all right, so how do you kind of navigate like being around? Because to be honest, I don't really. Me and it's like me, my mom, and my brother. Like we kind of nuclear, so we don't even we don't got no like. I mean, I got family, but I don't be with them like that. But I remember when I first got into spirituality and shit, they tried to throw a little but I was kind of able to easily dodge it because like we don't be at family functions shit all the time. So I was kind of like,
and they probably don't even take it serious they damn self to
yeah. But it's funny. I feel like they kind of are now because my like life is like I used to be kind of down
they
bad.
see it working.
You know, they're like, hold on, like what?
The fuck is
There's something to this little, and I don't be trying to convince them or nothing, but I just be like, I could just tell in the way when like in the few interactions that we do have, they used to kind of be like, they used to even say little slick shit like, never come at me direct, but just be like, what you be into? What you be talking about? And I just be like,
Hmm.
you know, but now they don't. They be like, oh, how'd you
They
get
can turn on
into it?
YouTube and see. At this
Yeah.
point, yeah.
And a couple of them have. And I know they like. It's funny. They'll talk on videos where I'm not talking about that kind of shit. And I'll be like, but I know if you're seeing these videos, you probably see
That
my other
shit weird.
too.
That'd
Yeah,
be so
but
weird. But
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody gonna get it when they need to get it. So they may not understand it now, but just the fact that they are even
are
watching
you been
it,
paying attention?
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
they just being exposed to it. So hey, I ain't mad at it. Cause at the end of the day, nobody else in my family is really like on some, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got like they're just like regular jobs, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's just like
Hmm.
nobody kind of really putting themselves out there like that. So
Yeah. Well, for me, my family, where I grew up at, I was adopted. My grandmother's really religious. And for the most part, everybody around me is basically religious or whatever. So, and I've been on this little transforming of the mind and reprogramming the mind type shit for the past about 6, 7 years. And when I started, I was so really, I've been always trying to figure out what the hell is this going on. And when it just happened and things start changing, because I don't want to go into me trying to categorize like waves of spiritual awakening moments, but
I was gonna ask you like what it started with, because I know I didn't start at the level I'm at now. So I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I was
oh no. I mean, ever since I can remember, I used to know that this ain't like I used to ask the pastor when I was real young questions, and when he was never able to give me no logical answer that really actually made sense, I stopped asking. But they would always think it was cute. Oh, you got a question? Not knowing, bitch, I'm dead for real. I'm for real. I'm trying to figure this shit out. So all my life, I always had that. What the fuck? even though I used to go to church heavy,
hmm,
but it wasn't. I still didn't get the point though. So eventually in 2017, 2016ish, it was a twin flame type of scenario. I don't even like using that term, but that's basically what it was or whatever, that kind of put my focus on and halted my entire life and forced me to, really I was forced to go into this, you know, realizing what the hell was going on. But when I was going through those first few stages, I would always try to, even before I was going through those stages when I was lost, but still always want to know, we might be at the playing spades, smoking weed, doing other things. And my question is, what is God? Y'all want to talk about that? So
yeah.
that was always me. So once I got kind of in that stage, I would try to pull my brothers and siblings and family members along. They laughed, thought I was crazy or whatever. But and once the synchronicities and all those interpersonal events began to happen, I never was the type. I know some people could lose their mind, like being shifted into this dynamic so fast.
Yeah,
But I guess I got that Taurus stellium. I kind of always been strong with. I ain't nothing wrong with me.
could be angry,
I know I'm not crazy. This shit
right?
is happening.
Yeah,
So now that I'm kind of like the world has begun, teamwork makes the dream work. More people have begin to go through these experiences and add on to like changing the whole perception of life for everybody. Yeah, now my family members are kind of like, they don't really say much anymore. They peep game or whatever, but it ain't no negative connotations behind it.
right. It's you can tell it's like I ain't gonna say working,
Mhm.
but like we're going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? It started off them hating,
Right.
so now they may not understand it, but they know something.
And they know it's something.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
Matt, well, I ain't gonna bring up that story, but when I started hearing, when you hear the truth, you know, even if you don't understand it and it don't really click logically, when you hear the truth, you know it's something to it though. And I think, and then too, I've always been the type, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of like everybody's friend in my family.
Okay. You a
So,
Gemini.
yeah, so they always come to me anyway and talk, and I always been able to, talk kind of with an unbiased filter. And now that I am a little bit more aware, hell yeah, they come to me ask me questions. So
Mm,
hell no, they're not gonna shoot me down or even talk shit when it comes to certain things I may post or things that they know I'm into. They're not finna, you know what I mean? Because
right.
they at this point, people know that it's something that the world is missing, and we got to try to figure that out.
Right.
Well, some people have kind of figured it out, but some people are still trying to figure out what that is for them.
Yeah. It sounds like they at least respect you, you know what I'm saying? Which is always what you want over, I'm not gonna say they don't love you, but like respect is more important. Like the fact that they come to you for advice and shit like that, they may not love what you have to say or love what you post online, but it's like, all right.
They can't say no, can't say it's wrong.
Right, exactly. We gotta pull up to Jackie New and we need some guidance and we be flunked out and we be calling on Jesus, but he don't be answering type shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's another thing I heard you say too. You was like, I forgot exactly. It was funny though. You was like, my grandma need to know what. I forgot what it was. This shit made me laugh. You said something about like how your grandma get to see
God ain't shit, just like your ass ain't shit.
Right. No, it was somebody in the chat. I think they was like their name was like Jesus Christ or something. And you was like, come show my grandma so she can finally see Jesus or something.
I remember that.
It's stupid as hell, but I feel you though. But yeah, like my family, they pretty religious, but like I said, I don't really deal with them like that. So I ain't got. And then my mom, she kind of like she religious, but she on that like, she like she be like half and half. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to completely just throw it out, but then she know too, like, oh, it's more about I don't take everything literal, and you know
they don't want to throw it out because they're afraid that it could be true. That's the only reason why they want to throw it out. Because if it's true, that means they're not already in hell and they're gonna go to hell.
Right. It's like it's a fear. It's fear tactics. You know what I'm saying? They got everybody trapped in these fear tactics. And it's so you got to kind of be the one to show like ain't nothing to be afraid of type shit. Like
and that's why I kind of say. That's why I kind of say things. Sometimes I say things and I have to delete my videos, delete comments because I'm kind of like I said, I kind of am out loud with it, even though I'm very a reserved, respectful individual. But when it comes to certain things, you need to know, and this is how I talk anyway. So hey, let's talk about it. And when it comes to God, people think or spirituality, people think that I don't know. Like you got to wear gloves and surgical. I don't know. I guess that's because they're not necessarily aware of how like their truth of it, so they won't be able to know how deep and how far they can go in before they start sounding flunked out. But me, I just say it. Right.
You just go through it and just let it happen. Nah, that's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I ain't have to. I feel like we both from the South, so that's kind of typical of people from like, you know what I'm saying? It's the Bible Belt and shit, so people be heavy on it. So I didn't posted some videos about witchcraft this, witchcraft that, and they be like, but I'm like, it's just not that deep. And now I done it so much, they just kind of like look at it like, all right, whatever. It's just he ain't got struck by lightning yet, so I guess it's
Okay. Get what? When you click the link and you actually listen, that's one reason why I title certain things weird and also you're not on. People don't necessarily watch my Facebook, but I noticed that Facebook is like the energy of it and the people that I'm interacting with is totally different. I handle Facebook totally different, and I just really be kind of ratchet on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I do that because I know these people like. The people for the most part that's on Facebook, they're in that they're more Lord, even though everybody is, but you know, people love drama. Yeah, people like dark drama and shit. So I'm gonna give you what you like, and then at the same time, you're gonna be like, oh, that's not even that's what she meant, but it's not really like
it's
that.
It's like clickbaiting, essentially, kind of it. Cause I be doing it. Yeah, it's like, you like make it seem worse, but it's like you wouldn't have watched it had I not.
Right.
And that is what I'm saying, but it's not, you ain't got to be afraid of it like that. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Just take the spookism out of it. We ain't got to be scared of none of this shit.
And on top of that, since I got on Facebook, it's a lot of Christians and family members and stuff. I cuss on purpose too sometimes. And sometimes I got to stop that because I do also know that the very religious people, if you have a cuss word or you are known to curse, they won't even listen to you. But sometimes I curse because it's like putting a mirror in your face. What's wrong with a word? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that made by a man.
Right. And within these curse words, you done learned something that you probably needed to know. So it's like, let your guards down a little bit and have your guards up on the things that need to be up on.
Right. People be offended by all the wrong shit.
Yeah.
They be caring about more, like I be watching, I fuck with Charleston White, and he always be saying how like people will get more mad at you for what you say as opposed to like what you do. It's like, look at my actions. It's like, You know what I'm saying? Am I
Right.
fuck what I say, fuck the words and shit. Like, what am I doing in my real life? If I'm doing shit, then you got to know, okay, me sounding a certain way is just to, you know what I'm saying, trigger, just to get attention, or like, you know what I'm saying, to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
that serious. It's just fucking words at the end of the day. You know.
And this is how people talk on a regular anyway. So just because we on YouTube, now we got to act fake like Hollywood. But this is different. Like, we're trying to transform that. Like, we're not trying to do it that way.
Yeah.
We're trying to do it the regular way, make life real again.
Yeah, exactly. Because this shit is.
I'm gonna get me a red hat. Make life real again.
Make life real again. Sell them bitches.
Now it's gonna be black. It's gonna be either black or white. Make life real again.
Life real again. Everybody lost in some fake ass.
Go ahead on.
They want to pop in the vid. All right, so we got we on the free Zoom. We got like 7 minutes left.
Okay.
Only other topic I had, even though I kind of like the way we just been flowing on some shit, is just to bring it back to the transits, because I'm gonna title this like full moon in Libra and shit like that. One thing that also popped into my head was that like your relationship with self, right? Because it's Aries season, so it's all about, you know what I'm saying, me to a certain extent. But I've noticed that like the better your relationship be with yourself, the better you're able to create actual, you know what I'm saying, relationships in the world, whether that be friendships, romantic associations, whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? It always starts internally first. So a lot of times we'll look at oppositions as like being opposite, and they are, but it's really at the end of the day to make them more the same. So it's like, be yourself, Aries, so that you can create better relationships and shit like that. And I just noticed that in my own life, like when I was manifesting a lot of flunked out relationships beyond just like romantic, just in general, just like around a lot of fuck shit and manifesting a lot of fuck shit scenarios. Although I wasn't aware of it at the time, looking back on it, it's like, damn, I had a real bad relationship with myself. It's like I didn't believe in myself in certain aspects. I didn't trust myself in certain aspects. So like I said, the fact that I'm relating better now kind of just shows me that, okay, the more you're able to relate with yourself on some Aries shit, you can actually create relationships in the real world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we ain't never like mirrors of one another, and whatever you attract in your life, it ain't doing nothing but showing you something about yourself, even if it's good or bad. Right. And I also noticed it's, and I already knew this, but the actual experience, no way I got that long. Let me hurry up, speed talk. It was a guy riding with me one day, and we had went to the library. Long story short, some people bust out fighting behind us. Now this was recently, like a few months ago, and long story short, in my mind, I'm like, nah, I never would have attracted this situation, even though it wasn't nothing harmful. Right. But it's just like, I know this came from him, his energy, whether it's ours combined or whatever. But although
the dude you was with pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, I know that I wouldn't even saw that. I wouldn't have been in this place at this moment to see this fight. So they just let me know something, and I'm not judging, but that does let me know a little bit about the energy surrounding this individual.
You can't help but do that shit when you get real. It'd be kind of annoying because you do feel like you be judging people, but I be going through the same shit where it's like, damn, man, this shit don't never happen when I'm alone type shit. But it's like you can't let that stop you from interacting with the world though. So you got to be strong spirit about it. But I know that means they on some bullshit, but like it's not for me to go run away from the world now.
And that's another thing too. It's like, where do you go? Because you can't just because I still go out, but then I might get ready to go see my family, and it's like a dark cloud surrounds me immediately when I say I'm finna go over there. It's like, why the fuck you finna go over there for?
Right.
Just so you can watch. And it's like, well, I got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, so exactly.
You know, it's fucked up.
That's why we creating communities and shit, so we can still interact with other individuals, but it don't got to be all right. I'm sacrifice. I gotta only talk about this or only do it. We ain't gonna be manifesting dumbass scenarios.
Or I got to be around. Yeah, we got to manifest with Cho. Flunked out ass about to manifest based off we having a conversation about the shit that ain't finna be able to be thrown nowhere, because but that's my family. That's me speaking personal to my experiences.
I'm sure many people can relate. Everybody got goddamn flunked out family issues. You know what I'm saying?
I love my family. They might watch this. I love y'all.
Me too. Hey, me too. You 100% right. It's not like I said, when you get real, it sounds like you talking down, but it's not though. It's like it's really all love, but you gotta like love from a distance sometimes, and then you gotta be. And then like I noticed too, like when you say the harsh shit, like they may get offended at first, but spiritually deep down, like whenever you really being authentic, like I feel like you get quote unquote protection. It's like even if they mad at you in the moment, it'll always play out in their personal time. They'll come like, damn, she was like, something will happen in their life to like, oh nah, I was mad when Jackie said that, but she was low key right. You know, like you'll always be on the right side of energy when you're just really being yourself type shit. So you just got to know that.
Especially if you consistently be yourself, because they already know what's finna come out your mouth anyway.
Right.
So don't be surprised when I tell you that you bullshitting and you already know that you or whatever. They don't be, well, for me, they don't necessarily be mad anymore because they already know. Like, we've been on this for the last, you know what I mean? And then it's just my mouth. It's just being, like you said, genuine and authentic and always doing that consistently. It gets respect.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right. I mean, shit. We got 2 minutes left. You got anything else you want to, you trying to throw the kids on the video again? I see they in the background.
No, I do want to say though, I guess I'll begin to let others know that I have some herbal cigarettes that I will be having for people to buy. This is a mullein cigarette. It helps to clean your lungs or whatever. Real life, real talk. I was coughing real bad. And I had just got my mullins in, and I pulled it for the first time. Immediately, I stopped coughing. It kind of makes your lungs feel like cotton, like it's soft. Not soft and tender and hurt, but like a cotton ball.
No,
feels good.
hey,
I also got some Blue Lotus.
No, I was just saying that's lit. Keep going. Yeah, what's up?
I got some Blue Lotus too. I got some marshmallow. I'm just trying to come up with the right pattern for the cigarette because this is like a cone. I got some carbon filters, but I don't know how to put them in the I don't know how to put them in the paper, but within the next 2 months, I'm gonna have all that ready for y'all.
Okay.
So
and then when you do, I'm gonna post it on my channel, and then yeah, we could. That's what's up. That's actually perfect too because I'm really like, my most recent video, I was smoking it. I love the aesthetic of smoking in my videos and shit, like in my music videos and shit like that. But I'm quitting smoking, so it's like, damn, I can't do that no more. And then here you come, it's like I got something that you could. So I'm a yeah, you got a customer for sure. I'm gonna be in them bitches.
I was trying to show you something.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to let you see that the smoke is kind of like weed smoke.
Nah, exactly. Yeah, nah. So yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have them bitches.
It burn like weed smoke, so the aesthetic gonna look good in the video.
And then I ain't gotta be, and I can still stay true to my. So it just shows you like I was
always
afraid to let something go, and as soon as I let it go, I find something else that it works out perfect. You know what I'm saying? So we synchronicity it up. All right, we got less than a minute. So everybody go follow Jackie New on her channel. She be kicking real good.
Yeah, I'll go follow Saint Uno on his channel.
And yeah, we're gonna tap back in when it's time for you to sell your shit. And I appreciate you for sharing your energy with me during this full moon in Libra.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right, peace.